February 26th, 2025. Darien, Connecticut, 11:42 a.m. On a quiet street called Pilgrim Road, a man opens his front door to a stranger. No uniform, no ID badge, no company car. Just an ordinary-looking person, here for an extraordinary amount of money. In his hand, the homeowner holds an envelope. Inside, $25,000 in cash. He truly believes he's protecting his life savings from a cyber attack. But according to Darien police and a local CT Insider report, this wasn't a rescue. It was a theft, carefully scripted from a single message on his computer screen. And it all began with 5 words. Your computer has been compromised. In the next 7 minutes, we're going to walk through exactly how this scam worked, step by step, so you can recognize it before it ever reaches your front door. 11:03 a.m. Inside that same house on Pilgrim Road, the day looks as ordinary as any other. He's at his desk, computer on. Maybe checking email, maybe reading the news, maybe paying a bill. Nothing feels dangerous. No one is sneaking around outside. No one is picking a lock. The threat isn't coming through a window. It's already on the screen. The cursor moves. One more click. And then everything changes. The browser freezes. A full-screen warning slams into view, covering everything. Bright colors, bold letters, technical language. Your computer has been compromised. Security breach detected. Call this number immediately. It looks serious. It sounds serious. The message claims hackers are inside his system. It suggests his accounts are exposed, his information stolen, his money at risk. There's no way to click away. No obvious X to close it. It feels less like a pop-up and more like a lock. And at 11:05 a.m., he does what the message tells him to do. He dials the number. The phone doesn't ring for long. A voice answers almost immediately. Professional, steady, calm. Apple security. We're seeing an alert on your device, the caller says. He speaks in a reassuring tone, the way you'd expect from someone who's dealt with panicked customers before. He mentions malware, unauthorized attempts, suspicious activity on the network. He doesn't scream. He doesn't threaten. He sounds like someone who handles digital emergencies all day, someone who knows exactly what to do. And that tone, not the words, is what begins to override the victim's doubt. This doesn't feel like a scammer. It feels like help. 11:12 a.m. The situation escalates. A second voice joins the call, introducing themselves as a representative from Bank of America. Now it's not just a computer issue. It's a bank issue. 2 trusted brands, 2 supposed professionals. One story. Your computer has been compromised. Your accounts are exposed. If we don't act now, you could lose everything. They talk back and forth as if they're coordinating a joint response. It sounds like a crisis team. To him, it feels like he's lucky they caught this in time. He doesn't know they're reading from a script. The voices on the phone do something very specific. They don't just warn him. They walk him emotionally from concern to fear to urgency. They talk about attackers moving money out. They mention transactions that could be triggered any second. They hint that what he has in his accounts could vanish before the call even ends. His heart rate rises. His thoughts narrow. He stops asking, "Is this real?" and starts asking, "What do I do?" That's when they give him the answer. Not update your software, not go to the official website. Instead, they say something that would sound insane if you weren't already afraid. They tell him he needs to withdraw a large amount of cash to secure his funds. They say electronic transfers aren't safe while his system is compromised. They say the only safe way is to put the money into their hands. Temporarily. A special procedure, a high-priority security case. To them, it's just social engineering. To him, it feels like his only chance. 11:28 a.m. He walks into his bank. Inside, nothing looks unusual. The carpet is the same. The posters on the walls are the same. The ambient hum is the sound of a normal day. Nobody else knows that, in his mind, he's in the middle of a cyber emergency. He steps up to the counter and asks to withdraw $25,000 in cash. To the teller, it's just a number. Large, yes, but not unheard of. They count the bills, crisp paper, band-wrapped stacks. He leaves the bank with an envelope that feels heavy in more ways than one. He believes this is the barrier standing between him and financial disaster. He doesn't realize he's carrying the ending of the scam. 11:42 a.m. Back on Pilgrim Road, the instructions continue. The voices on the phone tell him a trusted security agent will come to his house to pick up the cash. They stress confidentiality. They stress speed. They stress that this is how high-level cases are handled. No badges mentioned, no uniform, just a person who will arrive and say the right thing. The doorbell rings. He opens the door to a stranger. No Apple logo, no bank credentials, no sign that this person is anything but a random visitor. But in his mind, he's already crossed the bridge of trust. He hands over the envelope. $25,000 in cash passes from his hand into theirs. No cameras, no witnesses, no receipt. The stranger walks away. The house is quiet again. The silence that follows is not reassuring. No follow-up message, no confirmation, no sign that anything has been secured. Eventually, doubt pushes through the fear. He contacts his real bank. He checks with official channels. He asks, "Did you send someone to my house? Was there really a cyber attack? Are my accounts safe?" The answers come back, one by one. No one from the bank called him. No one from Apple reached out. No one sent a representative to his home. There was no emergency, no confirmed attack, no critical alert in their system. The crisis existed only in the story that was told to him by scammers on the phone. But the money, that part was very real. $25,000, gone forever. Darien police open a case. Local news outlets report it. They warn that similar scams are targeting people across Connecticut. This isn't an urban legend. It's not a friend of a friend story. It's a real case, on a real street, in a real town. And it can happen to anyone who doesn't know what to look for. So here's what you need to remember. Legitimate companies like Apple, Microsoft, and real banks do not send random pop-ups telling you to call a number. They do not ask you to pay in cash. They do not send strangers to your home to pick up money. If a scary alert appears on your screen, close the browser, restart the computer, take a breath. If you're still worried, go to the official website yourself, or use the phone number printed on the back of your card or your bank statement. Never trust a phone number that appears in a pop-up. Never give remote access to someone who called you first. Never rush just because a stranger on the phone says, "If you don't do this now, you'll lose everything." Scammers win when you feel alone, afraid, and in a hurry. This happened in a quiet town in Connecticut. It can happen anywhere. If this story opened your eyes, don't let it stop with you. Share this with someone who might see that pop-up and not know what it really is. A parent, a grandparent, a friend who isn't tech-savvy. And if you want more real cases, more breakdowns, and more ways to protect yourself from scams like this, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and stay with us here. Because the more people know how these scams actually work, the fewer envelopes like that ever leave a front door. Stay calm, stay skeptical, protect what you've worked for.